Salakia. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash, and a double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for pushing his truth. The book of Nahum, chapter 1, verse 6. Who can stand before his indignation? Indignation is righteous anger. And who can abide in the fierceness of his anger? His fury is poured out like fire. Indignation is a complex and discrete emotion that is triggered by social emotions and social environments. See how you can't always go to Esau to see how Yahweh, to see how God feels? Esau ain't gonna get you there. All right. Book of Nahum, chapter 2, verse 6. Salakia, it must be 1. The book of Nahum, chapter 1, verse 6. Is indignation, anger, indignation, Strong's definition, fury, strictly froth at the mouth. And how does Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh shall speak through the mouth of his prophets? Gotta make sure I'm not too loud. Strictly froth the mouth, figuratively fury, especially of God's displeasure with sin, angry, indignation, rage. So who can stand before his rage at sin? And who can abide in the fierceness of his anger? His fury is poured out like fire, and the rocks are thrown down by him. Okay, speaking of hell and so forth. Hell. Now, where is it at? Let's see if I can find it. Salakia. Go to the community section, scroll down as far as you can, and find all of the pages and people that I've learned from. Go back to a year.
A big blast has leveled a home in North Jersey, and the cause remains under investigation tonight. First responders were able to pull out all 6 people inside. CBS 2's Lisa Rosner has the latest from West Milford.
Chopper 2 was over 53 Banker Road Friday night just after.
You can find out on your own time. They all got pulled out. And who can abide in the fierceness of his anger? All right, now let's look at this word abide. See who can abide in his anger. Okay, so he set the party up. Arise. Who can arise when the house is on? You need to be rescued. So you can't abide in the anger of Yahweh from Yahweh Shai. You need someone to rescue you. Okay, who can be proven in his anger? Who can persist in his anger? Who to be set, be fixed? Okay, to cause to arise. Strong's definition: abide, accomplish, be clearer, confirm, continue, decree. Who can continue in his anger? They need the help. Okay. Book of Nahum, chapter 1, verse 6. Who can stand before his indignation, and who can abide in the fierceness of his anger? His fury is poured out like fire. What happened? 6 people, 6 pulled from wreckage after house explodes in New Jersey. His fury is poured out like fire, and the rocks are thrown down by him. Now, when it says his fury is poured out like fire, it could be literal fire, or it can be judgments. It could be demons, apparitions messing with you. It could be your significant other messing with you. It could be your children messing with you. It could be your mother or your father messing with you. Your job. It could be the weather. It could be your electronics not working. Anything Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai wants to do to make him feel better about us transgressing his law, he will do. He will do. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 5, verse 4. Say not that I have sinned, and what harm hath happened unto me. Because, especially women, they're all adulterous. Men, for the most part, end up being adulterers because in God's eyes, that woman is already married to somebody else. So Ecclesiasticus chapter 5 verse 4 say, not I have sinned, and what harm have happened unto me. Right, they thought they got away with whatever they was doing until they, Yahweh Shemel Shah put out his anger like fire. Literal fire. Right? So say not I have sinned, and what harm have happened unto me. Just wait for it. Wait for it. Matter of fact, forget about it. Don't even think about it. It'll catch you by surprise. Because even if you were bracing for it, it would still catch you by surprise. For the Lord is long-suffering. He will in no wise let thee go. All right, so Yahweh Shemel Shah is very, very patient and calculated in how he strikes. He knows he wants to get you. He discusses it with the angels. He discusses it with the demons. And everyone obeys his will in the heavens and carry out his judgment on the earth. All right, so they got pulled from the wreckage. Nearly 14-foot gator involved in Florida death. TPA.
First on Fox, a gruesome discovery in Pinellas County, where witnesses found this almost 14-foot gator with a body in its mouth this afternoon. This happened in the Ridgecrest community along 134th Street near Alberton Road. Fox 13's Jeff.
You can look that up on your own time. It looks like it's not going to stop. Gators are making a name for themselves. Ecclesiasticus chapter 5 verse 4 say, not I have sinned, and what harm hath happened unto me. Who knows what this man did? The gator don't even know what the man did. But one day, judgment was served. For the Lord is long-suffering. He will in no wise let thee go. And whether it's your house exploding, catching on fire, or whether it's a gator coming and attacking you. Ecclesiasticus chapter 5 verse 7, the book of Sirach chapter 5 verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance. As it is written in 2 Thessalonians, when they shall say peace and safety, then shall sudden destruction come upon them, as travail upon Salaki, I butchered it, as travail upon women with child, and they shall not escape. Niggas are looking at my shit. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance. Right? The vengeance of the Lord is not to be messed with. It's what the whole world is experiencing now. Proverbs chapter 30, verse 32. If thou hast done foolishly and lifting up thyself, like Americans do, like the presidents do, like the so-called black woman does, or if thou hast thought evil, like these artists do, these rappers do, these women do, Americans do, lifting themselves up, being proud and thinking evil, lay thy hand upon thy mouth. Why? Proverbs chapter 30, verse 33. Surely the churning of milk bringeth forth butter, and the wringing of the nose bringeth forth blood. So the forcing of wrath bringeth forth strife. All right. So the forcing of wrath brought strife upon the victim of the gators. The victim of the gator attacks family. The forcing of wrath bringing on strife to the people whose house exploded as well. Motherfuckers being nosy trying to hear what I'm talking about. Matthew chapter 7 verse 13, enter ye in the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. All right, so it's easy to get eaten up by a gator or be in a house that explodes. All right, it's easy because they're not going to it. The straight gate is a path of difficulty. You want to take the easy road. You want to take public assistance. You want to go along and get along, and so forth. All right, well, you're not going to make it that way. Humanity has opened gates to hell by letting climate change crisis worsen. So, those of us in the know that the United Nations are saying that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has unleashed the gates of hell upon them, upon all nations. Right? And you can look that up on your own time to read that. I'm not going to getting quiet like everybody want to see what the hell I'm saying. So I'm about to wrap this up. Ezekiel 24:14. I, the Lord, have spoken it, it shall come to pass, and I will do it. So you need to pay attention to what the prophets say, even if you don't like it. You don't like what they say about you, you might want to check yourself, because that's the Lord speaking through them. Ezekiel chapter 24:14. I, the Lord, have spoken it, it shall come to pass. Salaki is getting quiet as a goddamn ghost town right now. Everybody want to hear me. It's like 15, 20 people outside. Now they all quiet. I, the Lord, have spoken it, it shall come to pass, and I will do it. I will not go back, neither will I spare, neither will I repent. According to thy ways and according to thy doings shall they judge thee, saith the Lord Yahweh. And I gotta wrap it up, y'all. This is real weird. It's like all layers on me and most eyes on me. Not in a threatening way. I already stomped. All right, shalom.